I will be critiquing this photo by Madison Haynes. This is for her narrative part 1 assignment, and yeah, a couple elements that she uses really well in this picture are the the lines of the car and the windshield, and her body being aligned up towards the top, and then the body of the individual being aligned as well. She uses texture really well with the texture of the bushes behind the windshield, and the texture of the car seats and her hair and her clothing. Space really well. How the space next to her is empty, and then on the windshield is empty, and then the space beyond the windshield. And she uses foreground pretty well, figure ground, where she is in the foreground and you see the person she is obviously about to hit in the background of the picture. She uses emphasis really well for her phone. Like, her phone is, and the person right in front of her phone is the emphasis of this picture. Balance. It's a little tilted to the left, so it's kind of like not really disoriented, but you can kind of get more distracted feeling, and how the background is kind of blurred, it's definitely giving you that feeling of distraction, where the driver herself is more clear, while the person in the background and what's behind the windshield is blurred out, so you can see where her attention is going. So the person, if they're looking at the photo, go from looking at the driver to the phone, and then right next to the phone, you look out the windshield and see the person standing right in front of the car. So that's a really good thing that she used to move the audience's eyes throughout the picture. So she did really well with that. The contrast also in this picture, how the driver's really dark, with like the black interior of the car, and then everything outside the windshield is really bright. There's a distinct contrast between inside the car and then outside the car. Also, the next thing is what I think the picture is about. I think with anyone looking at this picture, you can see that it's the driver. She's distracted by texting, scrolling through Twitter, whatever it is, but it's distracted driving, and how those can be that can make really big consequences when you text and drive. She's obviously about to hit someone, so that is what the picture is about. Distracted driver about to drive right into a person, which I think is a really powerful concept, and I'm glad she portrayed this in her narrative to show the reality of texting and driving. She's smiling, you can see in the picture based off her cheek. She's happily distracted while driving, and the person is looking straight at the camera that's outside. Even though she's a little blurred, you can see her eyes, the darkness under her hat, looking straight at the camera, and she knows what's about to come. She's aware, but the driver herself is happily oblivious to what's about to happen. Couple things I would maybe change about it would be either getting right up close to the driver, like right behind her shoulder more, a little bit closer, so we could see the person in front of her just a tad bit clearer. But other than that, this is a really good picture, and I honestly wouldn't change that much more. Either going a little closer to the person or moving a little bit more back so you can see more of the car. Other than that, this is really good. Also, this could be a really good picture in black and white too. Maybe play around with that and see what the color, if changing the color does anything. Alright, thanks.